Hello everyone, this is Hachiri, and we're back in FTB Interactions. Now, it's been a few days since the last recording. I've been dealing with real life stuff, getting things done. But in the meantime, I have been hopping on, working on processing things, and let's take a look. It looks like this didn't choke up while I was gone, so that means my change to the system worked. But if you notice, this thing is still running, still processing the Quadria. We have been processing the Quadria since the Aurelia episode. Like, it's still here. It takes forever. So I think I'm going to be changing things up with that and moving it to its own system. A few things did get completed while we were offline, though. I did work on getting a few recipes done. As you can see, we can make the knack ingots now. I have about 896 Quadria ingots. That's going to be good for fuel later. The other things that we got done is we added a couple of machines to our automation. But it's looking like I may need to change the automation, actually. Like, I have these machines here. I have all of this here. But the more I look at it and where I'm going with things, the more I'm thinking that I just need to, like, bite the bullet and go IV with a lot of this stuff. I can make IV stuff. I started building the parts to make the first assembly machine, but like all these lasers here, like I have all these lasers right here and such, I might as well just make all of this IV, like change all these machines all across the board to IV so that I can make all the different chipsets and such. So it's probably what I'll work on doing. We did finish all of our blast furnaces. They're not hooked up yet, but they are finished, and I'm thinking about changing these to IV as well. But among all of this, one thing I noticed is we need more power. Like, we need more power, not only to get these online, but to also power this stuff. And if I'm going to go to IV, you know, I'm going to need a decent amount of power for this. So I thought, why not start working on getting some power going? Like, we're going to need a decent amount of power to get into the fusion reactors anyway, and to get into making NAC fuel and all of that different stuff. We're just gonna need a decent amount of power, and I want to get into NAC reactors as well, even though Hakera on my Discord is constantly saying he's stealing my intellectual property. It's like, what, dude? I'm not supposed to fucking use NAC reactors just because you use NAC reactors. It's not how the game works. But I went ahead and I made a whole bunch of stuff. Now, you remember from the previous episode, we got one of these going. And I'm currently using direct feeds to feed stuff in here. And that's fine, I guess. But in reality, we are going to want to step this up a little bit. So I made a whole bunch of parts. So we can increase this to 16 diesel generators. So we're going to be changing a few things as we do that. And to be honest, I don't remember which. Let me see what the coordinates are for this machine so I can get an idea of which one for oxygen belongs to this. That's lube. This is oxygen. Alright, so we are at 132, 487. All right. So we're gonna get these built, get this new system up, and we're gonna basically upgrade it to be, it's gonna be a little bit less. Probably gonna be closer to 15 amps. Maybe less than that. It might actually be only, I might be able to fit, let's see, this thing supposedly can put out let's see what this says. Let's go to here. So it says it does up to 6,144 EU a tick. And IV is 8192. So we're about 2K shy. A little less than 2K shy per tick. So we might even be able to add 4 more and it still be under. Let me see. Here. Do a little math, which is not my strong suit. 8192 minus 6144. 2048. Well, let's see if 2048 is EV or HV. HV is EV. No. EV, CEF. Yes, it is EV. Okay, so $2048. So 4 of those will equal 1 amp. So essentially, every 4 machines is 3 amps of IV, roughly, voltage-wise. So if I actually add enough for 4 more. Now, this is assuming the information is correct. This is assuming that they didn't change it. I don't know if I want to risk that, because I could blow. I could, like, totally blow a CEF. Or a CEU, I should say. But maybe we should try it. Maybe we should try to build 4 more. So let's get all these built, and then real quick, I will. I think it was 21 plus 36. Because it's 9, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, it's 21 plus 36. So that's 57. And then 8 plus 15 on the intake casings. We'll just get these built real quick. we are going to have to change the nodes, but we'll get that done. Titanium. All right, so that will make 57, and then don't I have an extra one? I think I do for this one. So let's go ahead and for now make 21 of these. And gearbox. We'll make 8 of you. And I'm missing quantum assemblies. All right, so I gotta make some quantum assemblies before I can actually finish this experiment. We will get that done. We will get that done. For now, we'll start with this. All right, so I'm pretty sure that I can just actually let me put some of this stuff away. I don't need these on me. I'll just take it off. Why the hell not? Alright, so we got that there. I am going to need this on me. And these. Because I'm pretty sure I can build this multi-block. And it form. And it's gonna prove me wrong. Can you not stack them anymore? Yeah, it's saying invalid structure. Fluid. Energy output, fluid. Still invalid, huh? Alright, I guess they made it to where you can't stack them like that anymore. which is a little stupid. All right, let's build one on the side here, just to see. Just to see if that actually is the case. And not that I'm just screwing something up somewhere. Or it's not liking one of my parts. No, it's still saying it's invalid. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's saying it's an invalid structure still. All right. Diesel engine. Saying EV. Are these EV hatches? No, they're HV hatches. So I don't know why this is saying it's invalid. Engine intake casing, titanium pipe kit. Mother flucker. We figured it out. We made the wrong casings. Can I stop it, or is it already making them all? It's already made them all. All right, we're gonna get rid of this one. Engine intake casing. So we need to make more of these. Frack. All right, I'm gonna correct this little problem, and we'll be right back. All right, we just finished getting these built. I will remove the recipes and fix it later from the other one, but we're gonna get this done. And if I put one right there. Oh, hey, so you can stack them. Good. All right. So let's finish getting all of these built. And we will be back shortly thereafter. All right, we got these initial ones built, but I was thinking about it and I was like, you know, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and finish these other ones. So we are getting parts made for that. And while I was in it, I was like, you know, I need to get some of this other stuff done. And I realized it's like, you know what? I don't actually have what I need to make some of these circuit boards, because you need basically boron silicate or whatever, which is a byproduct of borax. But I did remember that we built our one system a while back to handle a lot of this stuff. So I'm hoping that we'll get some borax from some of this stuff, like from the salt ore and such, and then we can take that borax, we can electrolyze it to get some boron. That's my hope. That's my hope. And then from there we can at least make enough of the quantum of the circuit boards to do what we need to do. Okay, so we already got a little bit of borax. Now this is just an MV, it needs to be 23, so we're gonna take one of these and I'm gonna shove it into, which one are you? I can never tell what color these are. You are dark green. So we're gonna set this to process into dark green. That way it's just automatically processed. It'll do it once we have like 23 of them. It'll start one. That'll give us at least enough circuit boards or enough stuff to make glass fiber to make a handful of the circuit boards we need, and we'll be able to go from there and finish processing this stuff. This one is almost done. Cool. So I should have a little bit of boron here. Excellent. So we'll let that do its thing. But the rest of it, we'll go with the 4 that we have. Now I have 27 here. I need, I think, 32, so we'll need 5 more glass ground up for this. Or do we? I might actually only need 1 more glass. There we go. Alright, can I put you in here? Apparently I can. And then borosilicate. Now how do I get you into the fiber I need? looks like the only way is an extruder with a wire shape. Well, I don't need this hammer shape right now, so that's good to know. That's letting us know that we're going to need another extruder here in a little bit. So let's put this in here. And this should... Oh yeah, it's giving us 8 per. That's going to be enough for plenty of these boards. So yeah, just 4 boron is going to be 4 stacks of boards. All right. Do I have anything in here? I have radon in here. We're going to put the radon away and we're going to grab some epoxy. Now, eventually, all of this stuff we're going to have kind of automated. Because I'm going to always want to keep a certain amount of circuits on hand. But since, well, yeah, we're going to need this automated. There's no way around it. So let's grab a little bit of epoxy. Let's get ourselves some of this fiber reinforced board. You done yet? You done extruding? You need to be done extruding. All right. We'll start with 2. Let that start working on its thing. Still going. Well, that will cook those. In the meantime, if we're going to have 4 stacks of those boards, I'm going to need 4 stacks of copper foil. So this is probably something I will want on demand, now that I think about it. So let's go ahead and we'll make this recipe. And then we'll make the other recipe. Like so. And then if I scroll over to here and have my alarm go off right in the middle of a recording. Did I ever pull it out? Nope. We'll have those put in there. And I said I need 4 stacks. So that would be 256 minus the 8 we have, so 248. Waste not and all that. And looking at this, do I have a chemical reactor in this? If I do, I could, well, if I go in the right direction, but I may not. I may not actually have a chemical reactor. I'm not seeing one. All right, so I haven't built a chemical reactor for this kind of stuff yet. It's probably for the best, actually. But I will need to make one for these. just to keep things in stock at all times. So that's going to be something we're going to have to look into. In the meantime, that is ethanol. And I cannot even with this thing right now. So grab the sulfuric. We're just going to preemptively put that there. And then how are we doing on fiber? There we go. Just about got a stack done. So we'll do this. These are all done. So we'll get that going there. We'll put these other in here preemptively. That's there. All right, so we got quantum processors here, and we're going to use these quantums to make the quantum assemblies. I had already started making these. All right, so I'm going to need, see, 4 times 32, so 2 stacks of caps, 2 stacks of small coils. So I do have steel rod in here. I don't have steel bolt. And I need to get this one set up as well. I should have plenty of RAM. These are being made. I should have plenty of caps. So really, it's the platinum wire and the small coils that we're needing. So we'll take this recipe. Do I have? I do have the fine copper wire recipe. So we got 8 right there, or we have 1. And I think the 1... Oh, nickel, zinc, ferrite. Okay. So yeah, I think we'll just go with this one. And we'll put both of these in and order it up. I think I need to get a wireless system set up here soon too. But all things in time. I'm gonna put it in here. It shouldn't cause an issue, but we'll see. It might bite me in the butt. The other thing is plat. So I have the cable recipe, but do I have the wire recipe? No, apparently not. I made cable and not the wire. How about that? Because, you know, I'm big brained like that. Alright, so that takes care of those. So if it's 6 per, and I'm doing 32, it's going to be 3 stacks. So fine wire is going to be 3 stacks. So 2 stacks is 128. So it'd be 192. All right, so that gets that going. And then we'll get 2 stacks of that going. And the rest of this I should have RAM. What? Oh. RAM. There's 2 stacks of that. SMD. 2 stacks of that. There's our 32 circuit boards. So I think really the coil, I had some on me apparently, and the fine platinum wire are what we're missing. Just throw that in there. Alright, so we'll put all these spare parts in here. It'll fill up empty slots, but it will eventually spit out all of our quantum assemblies that we're going to need. You are still doing that. You are still doing that. You're good on sulfur. Let's put 2 more stacks in here so you can keep going. All right. So then what else did I need to finish these? I have these casings here, so that's probably more than enough because I think I made it assuming another stack and I just put it on top. So I know I'm gonna need HV hatches, IV outputs. I think that's it, other than making the diesel engines, which I can't make. the diesel engine block itself, which I can't make right this exact instant because I'm waiting on the quantums. So let's finish these last little bit up. And at least get these blocks in place. And we'll get her done. I mean, I know 16 amps of IV doesn't sound like it's a lot of power, but it really is. It really is a lot of power. Because, like, I'll be able to put batteries in there to store it as well. And then every CEF or whatever will also have batteries in it. So we'll have a lot of storage. And I need at least 8. And I think this 7 plus what I have will allow me to craft the last 4. Excellent. So we'll give that a moment to do its thing, and then we'll be back. All right, so this is just about finishing up now, and there it goes. And we now have our 4 engines. And just like that, they be set. Now, I do have things a little tight spaced here. And what I'm thinking is that we're going to set up a couple of these. Like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up one and then copy the settings over to all the others. So I think what I'll do is I'll finish configuring the conduits. It's mostly going to be a color configuration. I'm going to have orange, blue, and then red right here. And I'm going to do this on all of them all the way down. They are going to be set for insert only, and they will be, the source will be round robin. So I'll go ahead and get all of this set up real quick, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we got the conduits all set up and configured. As you see, we have blue, orange, and red going on as our configurations. Blue is going to be our oxygen, orange is going to be our lube, and red is going to be our fuel. Now, first I need to figure out what's what, and I believe this is this one. So we're going to change it to be that one. We're just going to plop it back in. And that will slowly produce lube and fill each of these tanks. I don't know if this is... it's producing pretty quick. So hopefully, eventually, it'll fill all them tanks. Next, we're going to deal with the oxygen. And that one's going to be the fun one. Now, roughly 132, 448, roughly around there. And hopefully our air chickens will keep the oxygen up with this many. We will find out. This is oxygen, right? Yeah, okay. This is most likely the one we're looking for. I'll just hover over it, and yeah, it most definitely looks like the correct one. And that will be our oxygen. That'll keep our current system up while we get this turned on. So we'll just plop this back in here, and it will start exporting at a large rate. And slowly but surely fill all these engines. With oxygen. Now, one thing I did want to add to these conduits that I didn't do, and I don't have it here, is speed upgrades. I wanted to pump this stuff out as fast as possible. Yeah, I did make the 45 for it. All right, cool. So I did remember to do that. So 15 there. I mean, it seems kind of silly to put that into the lube one since it's only got this one machine. It's only one machine. It's doing all that it can. I'm sure it's keeping things up though. Let me take a look here. Oh yeah, lube is staying full right there. It's slowly filling up. It's going to take a little while, but it's slowly filling up. This motor is still operating perfectly. It doesn't look like it's having any issues. As of right now. these are sitting at that. Let's see. This one's about full. Oh, they're all about full. Cool. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to get the cabling sorted. Now this is 16 amp cable. If for some reason we do end up going over the amperage, this will fix it. Because we'll see this catch on fire. And then we'll know. And we'll know that we did a bad. And I think I'm going to swap this out now. Is this the new one? Yeah. So that's filling up. This is the plug. So that is still doing good. It's still pulling power out. Good, good, good. So really, the only thing we have left to do is to start filling all these with infused nitrodiesel. I mean, this is already looking like we're good to go. It really is only doing 12 at a time though, isn't it? I kind of wonder if I should wait for this to fill up. Before we go down that road of turning all of these on. I mean, I don't think it uses too much lube. I've never actually seen lubricant drop on this, to be perfectly honest. But we'll YOLO it. Well, YOLO it. They are now all online. Okay, it appears we are climbing on lube. So that's good. Nothing is on fire. So that's good. I think we have 16 amps pumping through here. I think we got it. We got our power. 16 amps of IV. And it only took 20 diesel engines. Oh, wow. All right. Yep. Yeah, I do this because I'm totally sane. That's why I do this. Yeah. So I think we will wrap things up here. This episode's already an hour long. We got 16 amps of IV power going in. And what's funny is we're going to be setting up a system that will have 64 amps or more going through here. because each of these are going to be set to LUV. Now, the freezers that I'm going to put here will all be set to most likely just HV. We don't need a whole lot. But these are going to be LUV. They're going to have 2 IV energy inputs each, because I'm going to swap it all out, get that done. That way we never have to upgrade these again. And truth be told, the more I think about it, I think that will be fine. Because what are the odds that we're going to run more than 4 of these at once? Pretty slim. And at that point, truth be told, we're also going to have NAC reactors going. So we're going to have a lot more power going into the system once we get to the point that we'll be running this full array all at once. But yeah, so we will stop here. And I think what I'll do next for the next episode is we'll finish this out. So I'll get these parts started. We'll finish this system out. Get our a IV line for some lasers and stuff set up, so that we can start working on our new chips. And then I think proceed to work on getting our NAC reactor stuff set up, getting our NAC fuel going. Which, I mean, I know it sounds silly that we just set up all of these diesel engines running on infused when we're about to use NAC, but I mean, it'll be fine. Like, we have thousands of buckets of infused, so I'm not worried. I'm not really worried about it. We do need to get at least one thing set up for our next stage of things as well. And that is involving this. But we'll deal with that shortly as well, because we need to get a special type of rubber made that truthfully will most likely replace this rubber system. Like, I'll probably change this system out to because we have so much sulfur coming in from different sources, I'll probably change this system out to where we have one just dedicated making the sulfuric acid like this is, and then we'll have a separate system for the rubber, because once we get this new rubber made, we won't be using this tree rubber anymore, I don't think. But we'll see. I could be wrong. We'll see. Anyway, with that, this will conclude this episode, and we'll be back later to start working on our blast furnaces and IV machines. So with that, have a wonderful day, and goodbye.